Hi, boys and girls. I sure hope you're enjoying this beautiful weekend. Let's see what happens with our friend Junie B in Chapter 5, The Winners. Monday morning, dear first grade journal, 18 facts. I got 18 facts. I can't wait to choose my part in the play. This is going to be the time of my life, I tell you. From Junie B, first grader. P.S. 2 more kids are sick from school today. Plus, Lenny just went to the nurse. P.S. Again, Sheldon is wearing sandwich bags on his hands today. It is to keep germs off, I believe. Just then, Mr. Scary finished taking attendance, and he said to please put our journals away. As you can see, we're missing 3 more classmates today, he said, kind of frustrated. It's going to be hard to do a play with so many people absent, but we'll keep our fingers crossed that our classmates will be back in time to participate. Just then, we heard a rustling sound. Sheldon was crossing his fingers inside his sandwich bags. After he got done, he waved to Mr. Scary, very pleasant. Mr. Scary looked at him for a real long time. Then he waved back. Finally, he stood up and walked to the board. Boys and girls, I thought it would be fun to base our play on the facts you gathered for homework, he said. He picked up the chalk. If you have a fact you'd like to share, raise your hand and I'll write it on the board. Then, when we've listed all our facts, we can choose our play parts, he said. Now, who would like to go first? Jose shot his hand in the air speedy fast. I have a poem, he said. Then he jumped right up and he started to read. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. He had 3 ships and left from Spain. He sailed through sunshine, wind, and rain. Mr. Scary smiled. Nice, Jose. That's a great poem you found, he said. Let's see how many facts we can find there. He wrote them down. Number 1, Columbus was a sailor. Number 2, he had 3 ships. Number 3, he sailed from Spain. Number 4, the year was 1492. Just then, Sheldon started waving his plastic hands, very urgent. I know the names of the ships! I know the names of the ships, he called out. They're the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. Excellent job, Sheldon, said Mr. Scary. He printed the names on the board. Number 5, Nina, Pinta, Santa Maria. Then Mr. Scary started to call on someone else, but Sheldon stood up and read more from his paper. Columbus sailed across the Atlantic Ocean. He landed on some islands near America, he read. Mr. Scary added the new facts to the list. Number 6 sailed the Atlantic Ocean. Number 7 arrived in islands near America. Okay, well, thank you again, Sheldon, he said. Now I think we should let someone else have a. Sheldon interrupted. My Uncle Vern sailed to an island once, he said. He came back with a woman named Bunny. Sheldon kept on standing there. Aunt Bunny has tattoos, he said. After that, Mr. Scary hurried to Sheldon's desk, and he put him back in his chair. May went next. My fact is about the Mayflower, she said. The Mayflower is the ship that brought the Pilgrims to America, and so I am going to be the Mayflower in our Columbus play, because both of our names start with May. Mr. Scary looked curious at her. Yes, but the Mayflower didn't sail to America until over 100 years after Columbus, he said. I know it, she said, but both of our names still start with May. Don't you get it? Yes, May, I get it, said Mr. Scary, but we can't change history, so I'm afraid the Mayflower won't be sailing in our Columbus play. May sat down in a huff. Lucille stood right up. My fact is about the Richie Queen of Spain, she said. The Richie Queen of Spain was named Isabella, and she gave Chris the money for the trip, so I'm going to be Richie Queen Isabella in the play, because if there's one thing I know, it's how to be rich. Jose raised his hand. You shouldn't call him Chris, Lucille, he said. In Spain, they called him Cristobal Colon. Lucille made squinty eyes at him. Cristobal, whatever, she said. A queen can call you whatever she wants to. She fluffed her hair and sat down. That's when I springed up and I waved my paper all around. 18 facts? I have 18 facts, I said, real happy. And so listen to this, people. The Nina was the smallest ship, and the Pinta was the fastest ship, and the Santa Maria was a big old tub. Mr. Scary winked at me. Those are interesting. Those are outstanding ship facts, Junie B, said Mr. Scary. Good job. He printed them on the board, and guess what? After that, Shirley told him even more ship facts, and so that's how the whole rest of the morning kept going. Room 1 kept on telling him facts, and Mr. Scary kept on writing them down until finally we'd told him every fact in the book. Then, that's when the funnest part of all happened, because Mr. Scary walked around the room and he counted how many facts that each of us had listed on our papers. And wait till you hear this. He said, we have a tie, because me and my friend Jose both had 18 facts. We jumped out of our seats and gave each other a high five. Then I skipped around my desk very joyful. Plus also I skipped to the pencil sharpener and back. Mr. Scary came back and shook our hand. He said we should choose our play parts when we come back from lunch. And so meanwhile, we should be thinking about what parts we want. You only already know what part I want, I said, real thrilled, and this is the the bestest part I can think of. Only I'm going to keep it a secret till after lunch, and so nobody asks me, and I mean it. After that, I pretended to lock my lips and with a make-believe key. Herb turned around. You mean you're not even going to tell me? He said, kind of disappointed. I got out my key and unlocked my lips. Okay, except for I will just tell to Herb, and that's all I said. I locked my lips again. Jose frowned at me. I unlocked my lips one more time. Plus, also, I will tell Jose, but that is my final offer, and I mean it. Just then, Shirley did a big coffee. Okay, fine, and Shirley, I said. That's when Sheldon raised his hand and pointed to himself. Then all of the other children pointed to themselves, too. And so that day at lunch, I whispered my secret to everybody in room 1. But that was all. Not much of a secret, as she tells everyone, is it, boys and girls? I hope you have a great day. Bye.